Hey guys, welcome back to the Horror Academic. So today's daily dose is another miss, unfortunately. I'm gonna put it out there. I was talking to my husband about this the other day. I don't love doing bad reviews, so I try to keep them brief. And I mean, a lot of the internet I think is very bashing when they don't like something, and I know I will engage when it comes to remakes sometimes, but I'm really trying to minimize the negative. So this will be a really quick one and some recommendations instead. So last night's movie was The Gruesome Twosome. Um, if you go over to my other show, Indie Cult Horror, episode 1 was a great interview with H.G. Lewis, and he is a fascinating person. I was extremely lucky to start that project with an hour-length interview with him almost. He's had such an amazing life and career. It was great to talk to him, and I was really happy with that experience. And he told some great stories, and I learned a lot about him. And he's a guy who was making movies to make money. I mean to say that that was his job, and he was good at it, and he could bang out movies left and right of what he knew was good for the drive-ins and what people wanted, and had fun with it. And his movies are usually a lot of fun. I came to his movies. Unfortunately, I think the first one I saw was The Wizard of Gore, and I really didn't like that movie. So it took me a minute to catch up to the humor in his stuff. I highly recommend Blood Feast and 2000 Maniacs, and even Color Me Blood Red, which I watched a couple years ago and really enjoyed. They're bloody, they're gory, they're campy, and they're fun, and it's very silly atmospheres usually, and it's very tongue-in-cheek, it's shticky, it's a little entertainment, it's a magic show, right? So he never puts any major pretense to his stuff being deep. And it wasn't meant to be. It was just fun and poking fun and, getting some entertainment out there. So I don't not recommend H.G. Lewis films. I just don't recommend this H.G. Lewis film. And I'll tell you why. So it's the story of mother and son who are killing together. And it makes you think like, oh, like Psycho. Okay, that could be neat. Like some weird relationship with a mom and her son. Got it. Okay. And they're killing together. That could be funny. The premise is that she owns a wig shop, and she also has a sign up that she, has a room for rent. And they use the room for rent as a way to lure in girls from the nearby college. And you kind of get where this is going. So the problem is, and I looked at it and went, oh, 72 minutes. This is a short one. It's going to go by really fast. Oh my God, it didn't. It was really slow and agonizing. There's real lack of editing. They use every frame of a shot to get the length in, I feel, like to make sure it was over an hour. More than anything, it's just poor editing skills. And it's a time period too. We weren't into quick cuts back then. I get that. And B movies, I mean, it was more about cranking them out sometimes than creating great art. I get that too. Sorry, my computer just had an update. Sorry. But the thing is that it's not a bad shtick. It's just the whole film could have been boiled down to like a solid 20 or 30 minute short with some proper editing. So what I'm going to say is I don't recommend that you watch The Gruesome Twosome, but I do recommend you check out other H.G. Lewis films, particularly Blood Feast, which is his first gore film, and 2000 Maniacs, which is a hilarious kind of The South Will Rise Again fun fest of gimmicks and just guillotine humor. That stuff is fun. This is a little agonizing. This is him maybe under a crunch trying to grind out some stuff, quickly. This was from 1967, which is not early in his career. So, he might have had some budget restraints or time restraints on this one. For whatever reason, this is not a hit. This is a miss. I'm sorry to end the week on a bummer of a bad review. So I hope if you do take anything from this review, don't completely give up on H.G. Lewis, but check out some of his other films that are a lot more fun. Well, so we're at the end of week 2 of my daily doses, but this is the first full week. I hope you've been enjoying this little romp through what's in my to watch pile over the years. And, I'll see you next week. And have a good weekend, guys.